and welcome to the Life on Your Terms podcast. I'm your host, Jessica, and I'm so excited to bring you today's episode, one that promises to completely shift how you view time, work, and living freely. Have you ever felt like you're sprinting on a never ending hamster wheel, juggling endless tasks but never truly getting ahead? You're not alone. The good news is, there's a way out, and it doesn't have to involve sweeping life changes or leaps of faith. Instead, we're talking about tiny, intentional strategies, microstrategies, if you will, that pack a major punch. Joining me today is Zenson, author of Time Alchemy, Microstrategies for Escaping the Rat Race. Zenson has dedicated years to studying how small changes in mindset and routine can create massive transformations over time. In his book, he outlines a brilliant system that can help you reclaim control over your schedule, finances, and overall well being. Zenson, thank you so much for being here on Life on Your Terms. I've been looking forward to talking about your book, Time Alchemy, and how it speaks to all of us who feel trapped in the daily grind.
Thank you, Jessica. It's fantastic to be here. I can't wait to share how these micro strategies can change people's lives, especially those who believe they don't have enough time or resources to break free from the rat race.
Let's jump right into it. The term time alchemy is intriguing. Can you explain what it means and how small, intentional changes, what you call microstrategies, actually transform someone's life?
Absolutely. The idea behind time alchemy is that time isn't just a limited resource that slips away, it's something we can transform and harness. Typically, people see time as a ticking clock. You work hours, you get paid, you sleep, repeat. But if you approach time as an asset, like money or property, you can figure out where to invest small, high leverage efforts for huge returns.
So it's not about hustling harder, but rather deploying these microstrategies, right?
Exactly. We have four core strategies: minimal effective dose, focusing on the smallest action that yields the greatest impact; the time alchemy blueprint, seeing time as a convertible asset you can reshape; strategic idleness, resting with purpose to recharge and fuel creativity; micro innovations from within, tweaking your daily routines for constant, incremental improvement. Over time, these small changes compound, leading to massive life shifts. It's alchemy, turning ordinary minutes into something extraordinary.
I love that. It's a refreshing counter to the work harder, push more mantras we usually hear. Now, let's explore how these strategies help people break free from the rat race. There's so much external pressure, from huge corporations to cultural norms. How can the everyday person with limited time or money stand up to these forces?
This is where understanding the system is crucial. External pressures, the pursuit of more stuff, the fear based marketing, keep us locked in a cycle of working just to spend. Geo arbitrage is one solution: living or working in a place where your currency goes further. Digital nomadism leverages remote work, so you aren't chained to a high cost city. And radical minimalism cuts down on financial obligations and material dependence. When you combine these approaches, you reduce your vulnerability to corporate or cultural control. No longer are you forced to climb a conventional career ladder. Your lower expenses and flexible income give you choices.
So, it's about rethinking where you live, how you work, and what you really need, so you're not stuck in that endless cycle.
You got it. When people drop the mindset of bigger is better, they realize life can be fulfilling with fewer obligations, leaving more time for projects or passions that truly matter. That alone undermines the rat race's foundation.
Let's talk about the next level. Some folks are ready to go all in, consolidating their mastery into diverse passive income streams and going for radical minimalism. How do they push that final boundary and step fully beyond external control?
That final step is what I call the final breakout, where you build multiple automated passive income channels. like online products, real estate crowdfunding, affiliate marketing, so you aren't tied to trading hours for dollars. Embrace radical minimalism, slashing unnecessary costs and possessions. Use the free time and money to double down on new ideas or innovations. And importantly, find community, allies who share your vision, because resisting systemic pressures is easier in solidarity.
That sense of community is huge, isn't it? It ensures we aren't waging this revolution alone.
Exactly. We're collectively stronger. When you see others living a less materialistic, more innovative lifestyle and thriving, it cements the idea that the race can be left behind for something more authentic.
Before we wrap up, let's give our listeners some immediate steps. If they're intrigued but not sure where to begin, what can they do right now to dip their toe into this new life?
Here are a couple of quick wins. Tiny task rework. Pick one daily chore that feels draining, like emailing or commuting. Brainstorm a micro innovation, perhaps automating part of it or finding a simpler method. Minimalist step, clear one small area, a desk drawer, a kitchen cabinet, of anything unused for 6 months. The relief you feel will hint at how liberating bigger declutters can be. Seed a side income. Identify one skill or hobby you enjoy. Investigate how you might monetize it passively. An online course, a subscription newsletter, or an affiliate based blog.
Those are so practical. I can see how just tackling one drawer or brainstorming one monetization idea can start creating momentum.
Absolutely. And reflection is crucial. Write down your why, like wanting more time for family or a creative pursuit. That reason fuels your micro changes, ensuring you don't get derailed. Reflective prompt. What's one drawer, one chore, or one skill that could spark my next small but powerful change?
We've covered a lot of ground, from rethinking our approach to time, building micro changes, to forging entire lifestyles free from the grip of the rat race. Zenson, thank you so much for sharing these insights. It's inspiring to see how small, consistent steps can lead to massive transformations.
It's been a pleasure. I hope our conversation shows that real change doesn't require punishing hours or enormous risk. It's about harnessing intentional micro actions to steadily build a life of freedom and creative control.
For our listeners, remember, your escape blueprint can start with something as simple as rethinking your morning routine or cutting a single unnecessary expense. If you're curious about delving deeper, be sure to check out Zenson's book, Time Alchemy, Microstrategies for Escaping the Rat Race. You'll find a supportive community of fellow time alchemists in the making.
And if you do pick up the book, don't hesitate to join our online forum, Time Alchemy Collective, where we swap ideas, troubleshoot challenges, and celebrate every small victory.
Well, that's it for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in to Life on Your Terms, the podcast dedicated to helping you break free from limiting beliefs, routines, and, in today's case, the rat race itself. Listeners, your next move? Choose one micro innovation to apply this week or set aside 15 minutes to declutter a drawer. Let that be a symbolic start to your new, freer life. Remember, every small intentional change adds up. We'd love to hear about your progress, so share it on our social channels or drop a comment on our website.
You've got this. Each little action is a step toward a life guided by purpose and passion, rather than mindless grind.
This is Jessica, wishing you courage in taking that next step. Thanks again, Zenson, for joining us. And to all of you out there, be bold, start small, and keep moving toward your life of genuine freedom. Until next time, take care and keep striving for a life on your terms.